welcome to the Amp Up My Biz social media 10-minute training. I'm Bridget Brady. I am the founder and CEO of the full-service online marketing agency Amp Up My Biz. I am the creator of the Social Media Success Academy, and I'm the author of the #1 international best-selling book, Jobs to Jammies. And today we're going to talk about getting results and the top mistakes that business owners are making every single day on their social media that is keeping them from getting those results. So I'm going to I'm going to pull up my comments right here to make sure that I have you. If you are live with me, I am happy to answer any questions. And I'm also happy to say hi to you. All right, so let's kick this off. What are the top biggest mistakes that business owners are making? And then you get to tell me if you are making these mistakes. Number 1, zero strategy. Spaghetti versus strategy. Now, I know that this is so easy to do, right? You are a busy business owner. You have to run your business, run your payroll, serve your clients, serve your customers. Oh, right. And then you're supposed to be an expert social media manager and be posting strategically. I know that it's hard. However, it's not as hard as you might think it is. Throwing spaghetti on the wall and hoping something sticks doesn't work. So what does that look like? So number 1 or number 2, mistake number 2 is being inconsistent. So as busy business owners, we have a tendency to get really active for a week or two and then disappear for a month, or get even really active for a month or two and then disappear, right? So the problem with that is the algorithm doesn't like it and your audience doesn't like it. But almost more importantly, the social media algorithm doesn't like it. And so what happens is if you're not posting consistently and strategically, we're going to talk more about that strategy momentarily, then the algorithm doesn't really know who to show your posts to, when to show them. You're getting lost. You're getting lost in the shuffle. So being really consistent, whether that's 3 to 4 posts a week or 5 posts a week or 7 to 10 posts a week, getting really consistent over time, it's consistent action over time that is going to start getting you those results. Okay, back to strategy. The next mistake is being too salesy, being too promotional. So a mistake that I see business owners make all the time. I see this when our students start with us. I see this with our clients. Every single post is buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. Look at my product, look at my product. Here's my book, here's my product, here's my thing. Buy it, buy from me, right? And I get it. You're a business owner and you want people to buy your services and your products. But social media doesn't work that way. Social media is a relationship. Social media is indeed social. So part of your strategy absolutely needs to include posts that are not just buy my stuff, right? You want to make sure you have a really good content mix of education, inspiration, right? Recipes, how-tos, behind the scenes, and on and on. And then absolutely, there will be an opportunity, and there is an opportunity to say, buy my stuff. Absolutely. Okay, next on the hit parade, videos and reels. So today on social media, the #1 piece of consumed content is video. Now, again, I'm a business owner. You're a business owner. You and me, we're the same. I get it. It's hard. It's hard to schedule production days. It's hard to get on video. I have a little saying, and that's don't waste the pretty. I am live here with you today because I already had 3 other on-camera engagements today. Okay, right? I'm pulling back the curtain. Full transparency. I planned to come live to do this training when my hair and makeup was already done, right? Because don't waste the pretty. Now, you might not do hair and you might not do makeup and you don't need to do any of those things, but I get that it's hard to be consistent and show up on video. And I'm always going to tell you the truth. I'm always going to tell you the truth, my friend. It is a critical piece of your social media strategy. Critical. All right. Woo. Next, time flies. Time flies when you're building your business. Okay. Bonus tip. Let me make sure I covered all my, yes. Okay. Next up, next mistake. I have notes. Next mistake, ignoring your community. So here I am live. Can you imagine if whether you ask me a question here on this live or you ask us a question on our social and we just ignore you? Now, you would think, right? Like, who does that? A lot of business owners. A lot of business owners don't necessarily respond to every comment or like every positive comment. Again, you want to really start thinking about social media as a relationship with your audience. And when someone takes their time, right? Because we're all very busy. We see, FYI, we see 3,000 to 5,000 commercial sales messages a day. They're on our computers, they're on our phones, they're on our televisions, they're when we drive down the street, they're on our radio, they're on our podcasts. We are inundated with commercial messages every single day. So when someone takes their time to kind of raise their hand and say, man, I'm interested in what you're doing, or I'm interested in what you're saying, and you're like, great. Look at that. Look at all that engagement I got, right? You're not creating and nurturing that relationship that ultimately, absolutely could potentially turn into a sale in the future. All right. Bonus strategy for you, my friend, is look at your analytics. So on the back end of all of your fantastic social media, you can see, and every platform's a little bit different, but you can see what are your top performing posts. When is the best time to post? When is your audience most engaged, right? What performed the best for engagement? What got the most likes? What got the most comments? What posts got the most clicks, click-throughs to your website, to your landing pages? So hot tip, right? Things that aren't getting a lot of engagement, you might be able to do less of that or sunset those content types. We just had a student who did this beautiful, vulnerable video post, and she got, I think, like tens of thousands of views, right? Like hundreds of engagements. When you do something and people say, I am so interested in this, do more of that. Do more of that. Look, here's the reality, my friend. Social media is the best force multiplier today on the planet for your business. It takes your message, your vision, your unique selling proposition, your products, your services, and it broadcasts them out to a potential audience of over 5 billion people. There are 5 billion active users on social media. But again, if you're not getting strategic, being consistent, engaging with your audience, using video, looking at your analytics, it is quite possible you're leaving a ton of money on the table, right? Leaving a ton of revenue on the table.